Hello everyone, my name is Yoga Ganesh. Welcome to the Green Byte Supply Chain Planning Meeting. Our objective today is to forecast the demand for our new product line, organic fruit chips. Over the next 6 months, this forecast will be critical to guide our production planning, inventory control, and overall launch strategy. Since we are introducing our new product to the market, we need to ensure we have the right approach to estimate demand as accurately as possible. Right? There are several forecasting techniques available to us, each with its strength and limitation. After a careful evaluation of the situation, we have chosen to use qualitative forecasting. Let me explain why this is the best fit for our project. First, since this is a new product, we don't have any historical sales data. This makes quantitative techniques like time series, casual forecasting unsuitable for our situation, as they rely heavily on the past sales data trends. Instead, we need a method that allows us to make informed prediction without needing this type of data. That's where qualitative forecasting comes in. It's enabled us to gather insights from experts, consumer survey, and market research to estimate demand. This is particularly helpful because it allows us to consider the factors such as current market demands, consumer preference for organic products, and expert opinions on the growth potential of the organic snack market. For example, our market research already shown a significant shift toward healthier eating habits, and we can see growing interest in organic and sustainable products. By leveraging these insights, along with expert opinions from industry professionals, we can develop a forecast that not only based on facts but also on informed institution about how consumers are likely to respond to the product. In addition, we are focusing on a 6 months forecast period. This time horizon is critical as it covers the product launch phase, during which we expect demand to fluctuate as customers become aware of the product and begin to purchasing it. Qualitative methods are particularly useful to short to medium terms forecasting in such cases where we need flexibility to adjust our estimated as new information becomes available.
Alright, let me take a moment to explain why we have chosen qualitative forecasting as the method for predicting demand in this case. Since we are launching a new product, we don't have any historical sales data to rely on. These make other methods like time series or causal forecasting less applicable because they depend heavily on past data to predict future trends. With qualitative forecasting, we are able to rely on expert opinions, market insights, and consumer survey to get a better understanding of what to expect. We also dealing with a product in the organic snack market, which is influenced by consumer preferences for healthier, eco-friendly options. These factors are difficult to quantify using past data alone, making qualitative method ideal for our situations. In terms of accuracy, qualitative forecasting provides us with flexibility. While it may not give us an exact number, it allows us to consider a range of possible outcomes. This flexibility is particularly useful in the earlier stage of product launch when uncertainty is high and we need to be prepared to adjust our strategy as new information becomes available. The forecast time horizon for this project is 6 months. This is critical period for a product launch as it covers the introductions and growth phases of the product life cycle. During this time, we expect demand to fluctuate as consumers become aware of our product and as marketing efforts ramp up. One of the key advantages of qualitative forecasting is that it allows us to factor in these non-qualitative influence like consumer behavior, market trends, and expert predictions. While we can predict exact numbers, we can build a flexible framework that adapts as new data becomes available. This adaptability makes it valuable tools for Green Byte as we launch the organic food chips and respond to market demands in real time.
To build an effective forecast, the first step was to gather and organize relevant data. Since we are using a qualitative approach, we focus on insight from various sources such as market research, consumer survey, and expert opinion. We began by conducting a survey of 500 potential customers, asking about their interest in organic snack and specifically in organic fruit chips. The results were encouraging 65% of respondents expressed a high level of interest in organic products, and 40% mentioned a preference for healthier snack options. This shows a strong potential market for our product. Additionally, we consulted with industry experts, including nutritionists and market analysts, who provided valuable insight. They point out the organic food market has been growing steadily, and there is an increasing awareness among consumers about the benefit of healthier, natural product. This expert opinion suggests that our product is well positioned to tap into this trend. So, we also review several market research reports that provide an overview of the organic snack industry. This report predict a growth rate of approximately 10% per year for organic snacks. This aligns well with the growth rate we are forecasting in our best case scenario. By assembling this qualitative data, customer preference, expert insight, and market trends, we have built a comprehensive picture of the potential demand for organic fruit chips. This data serves as the foundation for our qualitative forecast, guiding our decision about production, inventory, and marketing strategy as we move forward. The organic snack market is definitely growing at a steady pace. Consumers are becoming more aware of the benefit of organic ingredients, and they are willing to pay a premium for products that offer health benefits. Based on current trends, I would say your organic fruit chips are entering the market at a great time. If you position the product well, particularly by highlighting the organic and natural aspect, you should be able to capture a good share of the market.
That's very helpful. Do you think we should focus on any particular demographic when marketing the product?
Absolutely. Younger consumers, especially millennials and Gen Z, are the most likely to seek out the organic snacks. They are high healthy conscious and value transparency when it comes to ingredients. Targeting them through online platform and social media could really boost your product's visibility.
In addition to the survey, we sought the opinions of industry experts to strengthen our qualitative forecast. I reached out to professionals in the nutrient and organic food industry to get their insight on the current market trends and potential demand for organic snacks, particularly organic fruit chips. One of the experts I consulted was Dr. Sarah Leong, a nutritionist with extensive experience in the organic food sector. She shared some valuable insight about the growing awareness of healthy eating habits. Dr. Leong emphasized that more and more consumers are prioritizing organic ingredients and clean labels when making food purchases. This aligns perfectly with the positionings of our product as an organic healthy snacks.
Alright, now, so let's take a closer look at the forecast result based on the data we've gathered. Using the qualitative inputs from our market research, survey, and experts' opinion, we have modeled a base case scenario as well as high and low demand scenario. In the base case scenario, we project that monthly demand will start at 5,000 units in the first month. As awareness of the product growth, demand is expected to increase 10% each month. By month 6, we are forecasting demand to reach approximately 8,000 units per month. We have also considered a high demand scenario, where demand could start at 6,500 units in the first month and grow at a faster rate, reaching 10,000 units by month 6. On the flip side, the low demand scenario predicts a more conservative estimate with demand starting at around 3,000 units per month and growing more slowly. Alright, wait. Alright, so as you can see, the base case scenario is represented by this green line. It's showing steady growth over 6 months. Alright, the high demand scenario is represented by this blue line, which is show a sharper increase in the demand. Alright, so the last one, the low demand scenario, is represented by this orange line. it showing a more gradual increase. Alright, so this chart allow us to see demand might shift based on different factors. So our goal is to use this forecast as a dynamic tool, one that we can continuously adjust based on real world data as we move through the product launch.
Now that we have reviewed the forecast, it's time to evaluate the result and make decision about production and inventory management. So based on the qualitative forecast, we project demand for our organic fruit chips to start around 5,000 units per month with a potential monthly growth rate of 10%. This gives us a good baseline, but we must also consider possible fluctuation in demand. For our initial production strategy, we recommend producing 6,000 units in the first month. Why 6,000? Well, this provide a buffer potential demand surge without overcommitting resources. If demands align with the base case scenario, we will have enough stock to meet early demand. If it exceeds expectation, this buffer will allow us to avoid stockouts during the critical launch phase. That said, we have also prepared contingency plans for different demand scenarios. If demand is lower than expected, say around 3,000 units per month, we can scale back production accordingly after the first month. On the other hand, if demand is higher, we'll be ready to scale up production based on the feedback we receive from initial sales data.
Yeah.
Flexibility is a key in our decision-making process since we are dealing with a new product and a highly dynamic market. Being agile and responsive to new information will be critical. We will monitor real-time sales data, consumer feedback, and any external market factors that might influence demand, such as new health trends or competitive product entering the market. By taking this approach, we avoid the risk of overproducing, which could lead to wasted resources and excess inventory. At the same time, we mitigate the risk of underproducing, which could result in lost sales and disappointed customers. Ultimately, our goal is to maintain an optimal balance between supply and demand. We will adjust our forecast and production plan as more data becomes available, allowing Green Bytes to meet consumer demand effectively while keeping costs under control. Now I'm going to justify the use of qualitative forecasting. These expert opinions validate our decision to use qualitative forecasting for this project. Given that we don't have historical sales data for this new product, relying on expert insight and consumer surveys in the most effective way to make informed decisions about demand. Qualitative forecasting is particularly useful when launching a new product in emerging market like organic snacks. It allows us to gather insights that aren't available through purely quantitative methods, especially in case where market trends and consumer behavior play a big role. With the experts' inputs and our surveys data, we can create a well-rounded forecast that accounts for both market trends and consumer preferences. Moving forward, we will use this insight to adjust our production strategy and ensure that we are meeting demand while avoiding overproduction. The flexibility of qualitative forecasting will also allow us to update our prediction as more data become available, giving us agility we need to succeed in the dynamic organic snack market.
Now, to wrap up, I would like to summarize how we will proceed based on the qualitative forecast. We have gathered valuable insights from various sources, consumer survey, market research, and expert opinions. The qualitative forecasting method has provided us with a base case of 5,000 units per month of the initial launch with the potential for 10% month over growth as the product gains traction in the market. However, we also recognize the uncertainty involved in launching a new product. To mitigate risk, we have prepared for multiple scenarios including low demand and high demand possibilities. Our plan is to begin with an initial production run of 6,000 units to cover the forecasted base demand and provide a buffer in case demand exceeds our expectation early on. Ultimately, our goal is to balance supply and demand, ensuring that we don't overproduce and waste resources and underproduce and miss out any potential sales. By taking this approach, we can effectively manage our production and inventory, giving Green Bytes the best chance for a successful product launch. Thank you everyone for your hard work in gathering and analyzing the data. Let's move forward with confidence, knowing that we are making informed decisions based on a solid foundation of marketing insights and expert knowledge. I am excited to see how our organic fruit chips perform in the market.